Hey everybody, this is Tisha Spencer, and I am the CEO and founder of Original Platinum Travels and Enterprises. And I wanted to come on here because it's been a while since I've actually done an update video about why I joined the travel industry. And I wanted to talk about why people should go ahead and really consider getting into the business. Now, I am a Army veteran. I have a full-time job, so I do this on a part-time basis for the most part. And I also went to school, got my MBA. I've done a whole lot in my life, but I've been in the travel industry for over 20 years. I joined in 2002 when I was still an undergrad, right after a few years after I got out of the military, because I served the military full time before I actually went and got my first degree. And I got started in the industry mainly because I like to travel. When I was in the military, I did have the opportunity to do some traveling locally and internationally. And when I became a member of my sorority, one of the first things we wanted to do was to go ahead and travel. Now, my sorority is constitutionally bound to a fraternity, and let's just say their version of picking out hotels and where they was going to sleep did not quite fit where we wanted to sleep. So I started picking out hotels, making all of the travel arrangements. And then one day I said, you know what? There has to be a way to get paid to do this, because growing up in the Bronx, there was a retail travel agency on the corner, which is now a Dunkin' Donuts. And I just like, you know what, if they can make money, so can I. So when I discovered that I can make money doing something I was already doing, I was all in. Now, guys, understand travel is something that I love. Even though I may not travel a lot, I do have a lot of clients that travel, and I enjoy it because I give them the opportunity to create those memories around the world or even locally, to be able to get out and see that there is an opportunity to learn about different cultures, learn about the cuisines, and that they can afford to get away. You know, my favorite thing to do is to cruise. As many of you may know, I love Virgin Voyages. Royal Caribbean is my favorite. Holland, I like Holland for the food, and they have some amazing coffee on Holland Cruise Lines. I still want to do a Royal Princess cruise, and I want to do a celebrity cruise. And of course, at some point, I'm going to do a serious river cruise in the Europe and Dubai area, right? So during the time being inside as a travel professional, I really specialize in a culture and a cuisine, and I focus more on luxury travel. Now, I do have a team right now of almost 100 active agents that book all different types of different trips, which is great because I have a nice, strong network that I can, dip into when somebody wants to request something that I'm not really into, like Disney. Guys, I'm not about the mouse. I don't book Disney, and I know some of you are cringing. Booking Disney is a lot of work, and I'm just not at Disney. Universal Studios, I got you. I have people that focus on romance and groups and cruises and weddings and honeymoons and family vacations and so many different things. So I have a good network of people that I can connect with, right? Now, I've been with this current agency, it'll be 9 years in October. And since being a part of them, I have become the host agency's first travel trainer. They didn't have a training program prior to me getting started. And I was the one that did a lot of the training because I really felt that the more you know, the more you grow. And I'm always about making and helping people, not making people, because I can't make people make money, but I can show you how to make money, whether you want to do it from the commissions or whether you want to build a team. So that's what I did. And then, I've got certifications with a lot of different cruise lines and tour companies. And I'm a designated luxury travel agent with the Travel Institute of America. I did my certification with them. And I have a couple more that I need to finish because I do want to get certified in Mexico because I do love going to Mexico a lot. So I have a lot of different trainings and connections with the BDMs of different major suppliers. A lot of my agents who work with me, I have directly connected them with our BDMs, which is a business development manager for a different supplier to help them grow their personal business. Now, let's talk about the team building side, because I know at this point, somebody's like, oh, she's talking about building a team. Guys, understand everybody builds a team. You have football teams, basketball teams, work teams. Everyone has a team. The only difference here is that we truly work together. And it's not a situation where you're forced to build a team. No one is forcing you to go ahead and earn residual income where you can get a paycheck on the 1st, the 10th, and every single Thursday of the month. No one's making you help anybody else. So if you don't want to help other people the same way that we're helping you, that is perfectly fine. But I always tell my team, you should always have that option on the table because we want to make sure that the table is set. Because you know how that saying goes, never leave money on the table. Well, without that option to build a team, you don't even have the table set up to catch that money, and it'll go straight to the floor. Now, why I like to build a team? Well, because nobody wants to do all the work by themselves and only get paid for the work that you do. at your job, you don't do all the work by yourself. You don't complete everything literally by yourself. You have to get the information from different people. You got to collaborate with other people. It's the same situation here. We want to show you how you could possibly earn a six-figure income with having a team, and not delegating the work, because that's not a good word, but you can share the responsibilities. You can share the knowledge that you have that I would be giving to you, that some of the other leaders would be giving to you. And we can teach everybody how to be successful. You know, nobody wants to make $1 million by themselves, but if you can share that among 10 other people to help you make $1 million, which means they made 100,000, wouldn't that be great to know everybody in your network is winning? Because that's what it's really about. It's really about all of us winning. Now, this is not saying that you can't make good money from travel, but I will be very honest with you guys. To make good money from travel, you do need to learn the trade. You do need to network. You do need to build a good client base. You do have to go to trainings. You got to get certifications, and you have to make trips. You got to book a lot of trips, because when it comes to travel, we don't earn income until after they travel. So we don't get paid when they make a deposit. We get paid when they actually come back from the trip. And it can take a while, because most people we know, because even you do it, we don't book a trip on Friday to leave on Saturday. We book in June to leave in December. So it could be a long gap before you see that actual income. But you can make good money, and everybody's circumstances are different. There are going to be some people who join and partner with us. And if you're interested in partnering with me, go ahead and comment below. For different reasons. Some people are doing it as a hobby, where they love to travel. They're not trying to make a big business, but they're already booking the trips for everybody. Why not go ahead and turn it into a business and make profit from it and turn it into a tax shelter? I'm not going to talk a lot about that, but let's just say I worked with the IRS for a while in collections and learned a lot. But some people do it because they're just looking for something to do. They may be getting ready to retire, and they still want to keep moving. They just don't want to keep working. There are some people who do it because they generally want to create a business. They want that legacy, because we have that legacy business where not only can this business be willed, not passed, but willed down to whoever you choose, it can continue to be willed down. We will pass on the income that you're making. The job you have now doesn't do that, guys. When you go, so does everything else, right? Even for my military folks, because I am military, disabled veteran here. When we pass on any pension or anything we have, it stops. It doesn't continue on with the kids or anybody you give it to. It's gone. But with this business, everything continues. Now, let's talk about why I still do it. Because, you know, I have been to several different network marketing companies, but I've always gone back to travel. I personally love travel. I love it because I like the idea of going different places, meeting different cultures, seeing different people, seeing how other people live, and how I just love all of that. And then I love food. Those of you who know me know that I'm a foodie. You know I love to eat food, and I love to experience the culture through the food. And this business allows me to do that, and allows me to share this with other people. Since being in the travel industry, I've been able to upgrade my lifestyle several times over. It allows me to pay credit card bills off several times over. It's allowed me to prepare to build a house. It's allowing me to help my family with things that they need. You know, it just helps me out financially. It helps me out, you know, to get my vacation. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to go. I know where I'm going to go. And look, I'm not going to lie. As a travel business owner, yes, there are benefits to being a business owner. Every business has benefits, but you got to earn those benefits. Let's just make that very clear. You are not going to join this business and walk into all of these free trips. You have to earn them. But isn't that a good incentive to book a lot of trips, make a lot of money, and then get rewarded for the work that you're doing? Think about your job. Does your job reward you for a good job? Or do they just say good job and give you a certificate and clap for you? Wouldn't it be nice to be rewarded for sending a whole bunch of people to a certain resort or a cruise and doing a lot of sales, and they may give you a discounted cruise? They may give you a free cruise. They may give you an opportunity to see a resort when the grand opens, just from the work that you're doing. Because a benefit is something that is earned. A perk is something that is earned. I just want you to understand. I'm not going to sit here and say that you're going to get a bunch of freebies. You're not, but you are going to get a lot of fun. You're going to have financial freedom if you work this business right, and you're going to meet a lot of great people. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of everything. I gave you the appetizers, the meat and potatoes of the situation. Guys, there is money to be made, and it's 2024. It's the year of more. There's more inflation. There's more cost. It is not the same as it was 4 years ago. And it's never going to be like it was 4 years ago. Guys, please stop saying, oh, when it was in the 1920s or the 1950s, because I got people on my timeline who weren't even born and talking about how great it was in the 50s and the 60s. Or they're talking about how it was in the 80s and the 90s. Guys, that's no longer here. It is 2024. Inflation is here. The interest rate is high. It is not going down. Cost of living is going up. Wages are not following. Jobs are getting rid of people left and right. You know how many jobs are laying people off monthly. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people have been laid off in the past year from jobs that we would never think. Amazon, Walmart, the VA, Tesla, they're letting people go. Factories are closing, stores are closing. Guys, we can no longer rely on our plan A. We need a plan B. And plan B does not mean get another job. You need to invest in yourself, right? You need to increase the disposable income coming into your household and do it in a way that doesn't take you away from your family and your friends. Now, yes, will you have to give up certain things to work this business? Of course, because you're going to be doing this from home or whoever you choose, because I have actually worked this business from a lot of different places, from cruise ships, sitting by the resort, sitting on the pool or in the pool, by the beach, different places and stuff like that. But you have more freedom to work this business when you want. And when you can get paid up to 8 checks a month on top of what you're doing, guys, we have people in this business who are getting paychecks every single week. We have people who have paid off bills, paid off medical bills, paid off weddings, honeymoons, credit cards. They're living the life that they deserve and not the life that they think they're supposed to have. A lot of us live the life that society says we should have, what we should be doing and how we should be living. Guys, you can live the life that you want, and this business can definitely help you do it. This is 2024. We have to stop being afraid and listening to doubters. A lot of you guys are not joining us because of other people's failures. Their failures are not your failures. You can learn from it and grow from it, or you can fail without even trying. But many of you are watching may also be saying, well, how do I learn? How do I get educated? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Guys, if you've ever booked a trip, you know more than what you think you know. But we're going to provide you the training. You got the number one trainer here. I'm the master trainer. I'm here to help you. We're connected to other trainers. We have people with so many different types of backgrounds and networks and age groups that we can get you trained, whether we do it online, face-to-face, on a trip, which I really like doing those. When we take trips to train, I love those. We're getting ready to do that on Virgin Voyages soon. I have about 3 agents with me. We're going to do some training while we're sailing and before we sail. But there's tons of training that can happen. It's at your pace. For me personally, I don't push you to do anything you haven't told me that you want to do. So if you don't tell me that you want to be an amazing leader and that you want to have a strong team, I'm not going to push you to do that. I am going to encourage you, though, to go gold, which is having 9 active agents so you can open up 3 streams of income. Because, guys, I don't want you to lose out on any possible money that you could be earning. But it's all about what you want. And for those of you that are looking and shopping for a sponsor, here's some key things I want you to think about. 1, make sure you sign up with somebody who you can work with. Because again, I'm not your boss, not your lead, not your supervisor. I will guide you. I will lead you from a leader aspect, but it's not like a lead at a job. You want to find somebody that is going to listen to what you want to do, as long as you're being truthful and honest and upfront. Because I've had some people who did not tell me the honest truth about what they wanted and got mad. But you can only get mad at yourself if you don't tell me the truth. You want to find somebody that has your goals in line, which means you got to develop some goals and be honest about it. You want somebody that understands what you're trying to do and is doing what you want to do. Make sure that when you talk to your sponsors, ask them real questions, research them. I give you all permission to Google me. My name is right there. Google me. Learn about them. Learn about their accomplishments. Figure out, is this person going to be a match? But with that being said, I also want you to understand that you can surpass your leadership. I surpassed my sponsor. It is okay. You want somebody that's going to encourage you to be the best that you can be. I have no problem with any of my team members who want to surpass me, make more money than me, because that's the whole purpose. I want you to make more money. And if you make more than me, that's great. But because I'm a team builder, I still get a little bit. I still make some money, even if you make money. And I don't make money off of you. I make money with you if you allow me to work with you. Now, guys, this will be your business. And you can curate it to be however you want. But now it's just time that people really stop with this whole, I can do it by myself. I don't need to be a travel agent. I was talking to somebody. She was so excited that she can book all these trips and make really good, come out with really good low cost and everything. And I said, great. What do your commission checks look like? She goes, oh, well, I'm not a travel agent. I do it by myself. Can you do this? And I said, well, no, because you're doing cheap trips and I do luxury, but are you making any money? If you're booking all of these trips and you're trying to teach people how to do it, wouldn't it make sense to make money off of what you're doing anyway? Wouldn't it make sense to go from a hobby to a business where this is something that you could put on your taxes, again, CPA. I just, stop listening and doing this whole, I don't need to be a travel agent because they charge. No, we don't. We get paid by the suppliers. Now, yes, some of us do research fees because some of you guys will use us, get the information from us, and then book it yourself. We don't make any money. So we have to find ways to make money before we do all of this time, because that time is money. Then there's some people, I can do it better. Show me. If you can do it better, great. I want you on my team. I want the best of the best of the best, but I want you to get paid for what you're doing. You don't go to work and don't get paid, do you? You don't go to work and say, well, I can do it and I can do all of this, and then you don't get a paycheck. You'd be highly upset. And that, guys, that's what a lot of you are doing. You are doing the work and not getting paid. You're thinking, oh, I can just go to the website. Did you know those are travel agents? Did you know that this commission already built in? And when you call up a cruise line or go on a website and you book something, this commission built in, and all you did was just gave that money back to that cruise line. You gave that back. Or if you call and speak to an agent, guess what? They made that commission. So you're doing all the work and you're giving the money to them. And you can do the exact same things that we're doing and get paid. We do everything on the website. We make phone calls, and when you're building a team, guys, you're not doing it by yourself. I know a lot of people are nervous about building a team because it's the whole idea of, I don't know what to do. People are going to think I'm trying to sell them. Guys, you sell them every day. If you have never referred anybody to anything, that's the only way you can say you haven't sold anybody. Refer them to a restaurant, refer them to a hairstylist, refer them to a drink, a whiskey, refer them to an apartment complex, a movie to go see. Like, I referred my friend to a movie to watch, and guess what? She went home and watched that movie. I didn't get no money from that. Nobody gave me any kind of points or anything. I took my friends to a sushi spot yesterday. They didn't give me a discount on my check. I paid the exact same amount. That is still salesman. Selling somebody on something is just convincing them to buy something that you already bought or interested in buying yourself. All I'm saying is get in the way of the money, right? Now, guys, as you're watching this, of course, please post any questions that you have, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. If you want to send me a direct message to ask questions, please do so. I welcome the questions. I do not answer personal-based questions on the live feed. Those are only be on DM. So if you want to seriously talk about getting started and owning a business that's only going to cost you $200, where you could be making that in a month. Like, I have people on my team, and I know I do. I'm not going to say exactly how much money I make, because guess what? I'm not putting you in my pockets. But let's just say the income that comes into my household every single month pays off quite a few bills. Let's just say that. But there's seriously money involved in it. And I would love to share it with you. Right now, we're on a run where we're trying to get 15 more people to join by the end of the month, because when we come back from our cruise in July, we're going to go full force with the training. We're going to go full force with helping people who want to create the legacies, who want to go ahead and start creating that serious income to live the lifestyle. Because guys, whether you're trying to buy a house, get a credit card, get an apartment, get a car, you need to increase the income that you have coming in, and travel can do it. Plus, I want to see you out there traveling with us. So if you're interested and want to know more, comment below, send me a DM, or, enjoy the information. And as always, like, follow, and subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye.